This is the beginning. Remember when Cleveland played in game 1 and it went to overtime? And Draymond was clowning, clowning doggone Kendrick Perkins for being a cheerleader. Perk had all the mouth and a lot to say and wasn't playing in the game. Look at Perk. He was fired up. Look at him running out there. What? What you saying to me, chump? Draymond wasn't scared of him at all. You a cheerleader. That's you with the pom-pom. Yeah, cheerleader. Everybody rolled. All he was a glorified cheerleader. And that's all you ever were. But it don't stop there. No, it don't stop there. What? Oh, it didn't stop there. Because that was only the beginning. Then, the chronological timeline with Kevin Durant.
They had some power rankings.
Kendrick Perkins, you talk a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Act like you American.
They had some power rankings out. They had us fourth behind us folks.
Like this not our game.
Come on, man. Talking about they catching up to us. Like, are you serious? This skill is unmatched. You dig? Shout out to everybody that won this goal. Everybody that chipped in and helped out. We weren't in the press conference, but I had to talk my shit real quick.
Why not? You know what I'm saying? Number 7 just went out there. It was great. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do, though.
Like, greatness. We got great power in the day. Oh, he ain't even back. Yeah, he right there. You know what I'm saying? And they were talking shit about Pop. Man, he couldn't get us to lock in. Stop playing, man. Way to go get this dub. Shout out to France though, man. They played a tough ass game. We had a nice road to this goal though. Spain, Australia.
Now, we all remember this. I only say that to bring up last night. Because ever since then, he been on Draymond's back. Oh man, I'm getting text messages. Now, everybody was talking about Draymond getting heated, and he's like, "Oh, that's Draymond Green's fault." Blaming Draymond. Okay. It was only so much Draymond was going to take before he was just waiting for it all to be over. Draymond said, "Don't tweet and delete." I mean, for real, that's what you don't supposed to do. Oh no, my thing is all screwed up right now. I don't know what's happening, but my notifications, everything is screwed up right now. My whole phone was all jacked up, so I don't even know if this is
This is like brutal, you know, but you got a big ogre on TV talking about what Draymond said ain't the gospel. It is the gospel. What I say is the gospel. And, you know, when you say that multiple times, like on several different segments, you must think what I say the gospel. So, you know, you got to come out and shut some guys up sometimes. And you know, I like to show, you know, when you got people out there just talking out the side of their neck, you know, or Anybody can make the pass Draymond make. Like, that's just stupid. I mean, these are people who get employed to talk on TV about our game. And, anybody can make that pass. You make that pass. We'd love to see it. I played against the guy, by the way. I'm talking about Kendrick Perkins, for those of y'all that don't know. I'm never ducking no smoke. As the Memphis Grizzly Tyler say, I don't duck smoke.
Well, whatever you, what you call me? Hey, listen, man, you ain't handsome. You damn sure ain't cute. Man, I've been having a dime piece on my side. My wife been on my side since the 10th grade, before the NBA logo. Before Jerry West was on my socks, I've been had mine. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there, but at the end of the day, man, look, I ain't none of these other cats, man. I'm going to say what I want to say. And at the end of the day, man, like I said, you wasn't being aggressive like the Draymond of old. Yeah, you did your thing tonight, but thinking I'm going to be quiet or thinking, man, look, you got the wrong one. I ain't going to shut up for nobody, man. Look, I ain't born none of that. Remember that. So at the end of the day, man, my whole message to you is, man, you ain't handsome. You ugly. You ain't handsome. Don't be getting on there thinking you cute because you got the NBA logo on your sock and on your jersey. Carry on.
Oh my goodness. Perk need a perk. So
he's afraid of taking the shot right now. So those assists, some of those assists that he's getting to Steph Curry, Joe.
Listen.
He's afraid of taking the shot right now. So those assists, some of those assists that he's getting to Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, and Klay Thompson, I could go out there and get those same assists. They wide open. They ain't nothing but a pass away. He's afraid of taking.
So once he did that, he came right out and said, "Standing on mine, homie. Don't ever mention my name and afraid. Also, we don't tweet and delete. We stand on our word. Your ratings will be up in the AM. You're welcome."
In the shot right now. So those assists, some of those assists that he's getting to Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, and Klay Thompson, I could go out there and get those same assists. They wide open. They ain't nothing but a pass away.
So Perk came out. I ain't hard to find. Where Dre put, nope, clown. So this was gonna blow up. I knew it was. Kendrick Perkins has been getting away with doing this for how long now? How long Big Perk been doing this? Big Perk been doing this for a minute. Following right behind Stephen A. Smith and doing all the things that he did. Like, all you got to do is troll. You don't got to fact check nothing. If anybody can make the passes Draymond Green is making in the game, then hell, what the hell they need Draymond for? Just less than a year ago, you said Draymond should be mentioned in the damn Big Three. You went from that to Draymond. Anybody can make those passes he makes. Then that mean they don't need Draymond to win, according to your logic. But we all know that that's an ignorant statement. But accountability is what's not distributed anymore. Accountability is not a custom anymore. Accountability don't seem to be the status quo. Just because somebody big don't mean they can fight. We know Perk is big. That don't mean Perk can fight. And I want people to be clear. I'm not trying to get them two people to fight. They don't need to fight over disagreements or what one person may think is best and what another person may not think is best. That don't need to happen. But let me tell you what needs to happen. There needs to be some changes at ESPN, at Fox Sports, and they gotta say, hey, look, we need to have some professionalism around this thing here because this journalism thing ain't working out. Yeah, I think this might not be YouTube's fault. I think this is my fault. Almost burnt my damn tongue off. I didn't know it was this hot. Forgot this is my old school mug. That's my old school mug. But those two never liked each other. They never got along anyway. Oh yeah, thank you for everybody who watched the DeHaven video and liked it and liked what he had to say. Hey, I put it out in his own words. Mm-hmm. Well, look at it. Draymond stopped Perk from getting a ring. Perk didn't even play in the series. He was going to get a cheap one just being a cheerleader on the bench. I'm sorry, without Draymond, the Golden State Warriors don't move. Mm-hmm. Not really. Well, I'm sorry. I'm just happen to be reading what you're saying. If you don't want me to read your comments, then I won't. I'll just keep talking and ignore you. But all right, we'll do it that way then. So anyway, Draymond Green, Draymond Green is well, you guys got here a little late, and that might be my fault. I won't blame that on you because they went ahead and did some changes to my phone, some settings, trying to get my phone back right. And then by doing that, a lot of things got messed up. Well, it was late notifications, the whole nine. Now Draymond and everybody else that was supposedly connected to the situation, meaning that they have one common denominator. You ever had a friend that you cool with that got a friend that you can't stand? And that one friend wants y'all to be cordial and get along? That's this situation. LeBron ain't been friends with Draymond as long as he's been friends with Kendrick Perkins. But they're business partners. Like Draymond's on a higher plateau than Kendrick Perkins. You know, Perkins is basically the guy that can wash LeBron's cars if he asked him to. You know, he can't get Draymond to wash his cars. Mm-hmm. Well, that's because Draymond Green understood a couple of things about actually been doing broadcasting and doing the job that Kendrick does, and he actually does a better job than Kendrick Perkins. Perk ain't bad when he's actually covering the sports because he's actually trying, but this is what he does every day for a living. So he got to get up, he got to go clock in, he got to do this stuff every day at ESPN. He got to get flown in, do a show last minute. So he really don't have time anymore for like any off days. He got to be on 24/7. Meanwhile, Draymond's a Golden State Warrior, all-star, on a team that's basically bound to go back to the finals. So, once again, it's still their run. It's still their turn. And we know he had a better career than Kendrick Perkins. Yes, I am aware. That no notification was sent out for this video. And I can't blame YouTube for that. I do blame that they still haven't fixed the situation that need to be fixed. But we'll get into that when I talk to them. I never really had a problem with what most of you guys had a problem with Kendrick Perkins. I had a problem about him the way he starts to emulate what's popular and start being a minion for other people. If LeBron don't like Kyrie Irving or someone else, then he gonna speak out against him. Do you work for LeBron or do you work for ESPN, or are they one of the same? That's the problem we had. We was like, if you're being real at the job, nobody ever gonna question you. But for you to have played in the league and to sit there and say, oh, well, anybody could have made that bad. If anybody could make an NBA player's pass, then they would be in the NBA, basically, or at least contending. Fake Gilbert, you are like way off. You make real Gilbert look bad. I just spoke to him today. You make him look real bad with these $2 and $5. I'll take them. Appreciate it. Thanks for the super chat. They can't break me down. I never gave it too much thought. In actuality, I really believe that Draymond Green I don't care what he looked like. That's Kendrick Perkins. I'm just saying as a basketball player. This is about jealousy of position. Perkins jealous that LeBron is tight with Draymond and he been knowing LeBron longer, but Draymond bring more to the table than you. You got to know your position if you Perkins. You got to know, look, you Kendrick Perkins. This is your life now. You going to sit in that booth and do what you do. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell.
That's scared and me in the same senses is like brutal, but you got a big ogre on TV talking about what Draymond say ain't the gospel. It is the gospel. What I say is the gospel. When you say that multiple times, like on several different segments, you must think what I say the gospel. So, you got to come out and shut some guys up sometimes. And I like to show, when you got people out there just talking out the side of their neck, or anybody can make the pass Draymond make. Like, that's just stupid. I mean, these are people who get employed to talk on TV about our game. And, it's anybody can make that pass. You make that pass. We'd love to see it. I played against the guy, by the way. I'm talking about Kendrick Perkins, for those of y'all that don't know. I'm never ducking no smoke. As the Memphis Grizzlies towels say, I don't duck smoke.
Older, whatever you, what you call me? Hey, listen. Man, you ain't handsome. You damn sure ain't cute. Man, I've been having a dime piece on my side. My wife been on my side since the 10th grade, before the NBA logo. Before Jared West was on my socks, I've been had mine. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there, but at the end of the day, man, look, I ain't none of these other cats, man. I'm going to say what I want to say. And at the end of the day, man, like I said, you wasn't being aggressive like the Draymond of old. Yeah, you did your thing tonight, but thinking I'm going to be quiet or thinking, man, look, you got the wrong one. I ain't going to shut up for nobody, man. Look, I ain't born none of that. Remember that. So at the end of the day, man, my whole message to you is, man, you ain't handsome. You ugly. You ain't handsome. Don't be getting on there thinking you cute because you got the NBA logo on your sock and on your jersey. Carry on.
Carry the hell on. Oh my goodness. So once again, well, it all started again. But this going back to the playing days. When Kendrick Perkins is sitting there going back and forth in game 1 of the NBA Finals, when everybody remembers when JR gets the rebound and take the ball out because he thought they had the lead and didn't shoot the ball, people forget there was an actual overtime to play. And Draymond was letting them all know, clapping and cheering as they won game 1. And Kendrick Perkins is up there upset more than anybody on the team. He yelling at Draymond Green, who just hit a big 3, and he looked right over to Kendrick Perkins and was talking. And then right away, he started doing what Draymond do, celebrating with the cheerleading. Yeah, you big boy. Yeah. So once again, he going mouthing off back with Kendrick Perkins, who got up out his seat and want to come out there. Well, at the end of the day, it's just a game, right? At the end of the day, it's just a game. I mean, what was supposed to happen there? Nah, not really. Draymond and them, they're not gonna come to blows. Nah, wanting to fight, they get all that mixed up. People who want to, that's what led to all this stuff, man. Y'all remember the Tristan Thompson putting the ball in Draymond's face? It all started with Kendrick Perkins getting everybody all hyped up because they were celebrating after game one. Then it led to the melee. LeBron tried to fight Steph Curry. And that's what Steph is like, man, why you pulling this with me? And that's what he get mad about. Like, dog, don't pull that with me. I'm just trying to get my team fired up. Like, dude, the game over. Don't try to do that with me. Like, why you choose me to be the guy to do that with? He always get written off as that guy. So they set a pick and screen, and they was going to let the time run out. But after that, they was like, F it, give me the ball. Leverstick took the shot at the end of the game, and Tristan Thompson just went at him high with an elbow. And the refs called a foul on Tristan Thompson for throwing the elbow and threw him out. So he mad. But it is what it is. He can stay mad. He can stay mad all he want. When Draymond got ejected, Kendrick was the first person on there to tell him, Draymond deserved to get ejected. So
we know if this was the other way around and say Brandon Clark would have did a play like this on Steph Curry, nobody would have been complaining. Or if he would have did it on Klay Thompson. Look, we can't look at the name on the back of the jersey. All players have to be protected. And I thought at that moment that was the appropriate call that the referees made last night.
Listen, I was a big fan when I was younger of a horror movie called Invasion of the Body Snatchers. What happened to Kendrick Perkins? This is not Kendrick Perkins. This is not Kendrick Perkins. Listen, the smell test, Perk, I know how you would have reacted if you got tossed for that. I hear you. Now, listen, you got a different role, I understand, but listen, here's what I'm saying. Watching it live, and this is where I come down with the part of the official. Watching it live, I thought to myself, yeah, the jersey grab clearly, they're going to look at the jersey grab. The referees on the court didn't even know he made contact with his face. My point being, it wasn't egregious enough that everybody understood he hit him in the head when he would try to swipe down and grab his arm. That's first. Secondly, define windup. He slides over, his arm is already in the air, and he just rakes down toward the ball, and really was trying to hit him on the arm to prevent him from getting his hands above his head. I just don't get where you get a wind-up from that play. That's just a swipe down that happens every time a guy goes to the rim. The jersey grab, to me, is absolutely the worst of the two. And I think ultimately that's what cost him. But even on that, he did try to catch him before he hit the ground. I just don't think in a playoff game it warrants it.
Perk, one more comment. Go.
Well, Lex, listen. I got thrown out of the game before for actually bumping heads with Tyreek Evans, okay? It wasn't even a headbutt, but they said just because we tapped heads and I came and made contact, I was suspended for the next game. This is before the instant replay. Anytime you get hit in the face, we all know they're going to the review board, and it's a possibility you're going to get a flavor one. Now, all of a sudden, with the jersey pull, it didn't have to be a wind-up in this play. It's just that this guy, Brandon Clark, was defenseless. You got it.
You hear this shit? Perk done lost his damn mind. That's because y'all don't know basketball. If that was a dirty play, then the whole game dirty. That was an intentional foul to stop a man from making a. Then they might as well eliminate fouling people from making baskets. Don't try to foul them. It ain't a good idea to foul somebody if they finna lay the ball up. Let them lay it up. That's basically what we're doing. I wish. Yeah, that's Kendrick Perkins trying to say he thought Draymond should be ejected. So this was all building up. Then the whole conversation got deleted. Oof.
He's afraid of taking the shot, right?
See? He afraid to take a shot right now. And what Draymond tell him? Been standing on mine, homie. Kendrick Perkins, don't ever mention my name and afraid. Also, we don't tweet and delete. We stand by our word. Your ratings will be up in the AM. You're welcome. This was the last straw for Draymond Green. After hearing Perk say this stupid
those
stuff.
assists, some of those assists that he's getting to Steph Curry, Jordan Poole, and Klay Thompson, I could go out there and get those same assists. Wide open, ain't nothing but a pass away. He's afraid of taking the shot right now.
Perkins comes back, I ain't hard to find. Draymond said, nope, clown. Nope, you ain't hard to find. What do you do? What do you say to a player that's not hard to find?
So those...
You come out and say the words you said before. And don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video.
The same senses is like brutal, you know, but you got a big ogre on TV talking about what Draymond say ain't the gospel. It is the gospel. What I say is the gospel. You know, when you say that multiple times, like on several different segments, you must think what I say the gospel. So, you know, you gotta come out and shut some guys up sometimes.
Hit the like button.
You know, I like to show, you know, when you got people out there just talking out the side of their neck, you know, or anybody can make the pass Draymond make, like, that's just stupid. I mean, these are people who get employed to talk on TV about our game. And, you know, anybody can make that pass. You make that pass. We'd love to see it. I played against the guy, by the way. I'm talking about Kendrick Perkins, for those of y'all that don't know. I'm never ducking no smoke. As the Memphis Grizzlies towel say, I don't duck smoke.
Oh, whatever you... What you call me? Hey, listen, man, you ain't handsome. You damn sure ain't cute. Man, I've been having a dime piece on my side. My wife been on my side since the 10th grade, before the NBA logo. Before Jerry West was on my socks, I've been having mine. You know what I'm saying? That's neither here nor there, but at the end of the day, man, look, I ain't none of these other cats, man. I'm going to say what I want to say. And at the end of the day, man, like I said, you wasn't being aggressive like the Draymond of old. Yeah, you did your thing tonight, but thinking I'm going to be quiet or thinking, man, look, you got the wrong one. I ain't going to shut up for nobody, man. Look, I ain't born none of that. Remember that. So at the end of the day, man, my whole message to you is, man, you ain't handsome. You ugly. You ain't handsome. Don't be getting on there thinking you cute because you got the NBA logo on your sock and on your jersey. Carry on.